Socialism. Seems like a scary word to many people, doesn't it? But what if I told you that that's only because of social conditioning, not because of any real-world reasoning? I think, with just a little bit of critical thinking, you'll come to the same conclusion that I did, that socialism isn't such a scary thing after all. Hi, I'm Jesse Marsh-Stevens, and welcome to The Popular Voice. Education has taught us the many problems of capitalism. College courses and even entire majors are devoted to highlighting the criticisms of the current status quo, which is just pure greed. We currently have a completely free market. Businesses are not regulated, and the wealthy are not taxed. CEOs are left to roam wild and free, abusing employees, the environment, animals, you name it. All in the name of building a bigger profit so they can go buy another yacht. In the same way, we already have socialism. Firefighters, road crews, social services, all of the programs that society flourishes under are already socialized, paid for by public funding. It's important to note that democratic socialism is not the opposite of capitalism. In fact, a good way to think of this is that capitalism, left unregulated and without government involvement, leaves a giant wound in society. Democratic socialism is the band-aid that's going to cover up that wound. And working together, we can all finally heal. Now, the definition of democratic socialism is very flexible. Yes, increased taxes on the wealthy, along with centralizing power for government programs, are hallmarks of classic socialism. But if someone comes to you unequivocally opposed to socialism just because of all the failed socialist regimes around the world who didn't know how to practice real socialism, you can tell those people that democratic socialism is not the same thing as socialism. See, democratic socialism is a system in which the workers own the business. If a business succeeds, then the workers also reap the benefit because they're part owners. If a business fails, that situation will resolve itself in some other way. But fewer businesses would fail because workers who did not initially invest in the founding of the business would now be motivated to make it a success. Traditional socialism and democratic socialism, they both address the main problem in society, which is that we need to take a big chunk of change out of the wealthy's pocket and spread it around, just like Robin Hood. Some people ask, under socialism, who does the dirty jobs? Without the need for money as motivation, who's going to clean the toilets? Under socialism, who cleans the toilets? Well, it's the creepy janitor guy, just like it is now. Only now, the janitor owns the toilets that he's cleaning, so he's likely to do an even better job. And no, socialism is not the same as authoritarianism either. Yes, government would have to do a lot more for people, and government is authority, but a democratic socialist majority in Congress would be moral and just toward all people, not just the 1%. If you want to look at a real authoritarian, a real fascist, look no further than Donald Trump. He silences protesters' freedom of speech at his own rallies. People who just want to voice their concerns during his speeches are thrown out of the building. Personally, I would rather have someone much more inclusive in power. So maybe this video made democratic socialism a little less spooky for you guys. I hope it did. I'm Jesse Marsh-Stevens with The Popular Voice. We'll see you next time.